Hey guys, it's Kate, here to do a watercolor today with probably some doodles. I have my bee paper and my MeiLiang palette, MeiLiang. I'm just going to moisten it up and get going. Now for this painting, I'm going to do some pretty light layers. And so I'm going to do more than one wash of watercolor. And I'm going to keep the colors really light. I kind of want a little bit of a dreamy look, so we will go with that and see what we get. So I'm going to go into this tree green, and that's kind of a light color as it is, but I'm also going to get just a touch of this red to tone it down a bit. And I'm going to make this really watery, just like this. And I'm going to get some more green actually. I do want the green. Like that maybe. And I have a dry paper, and I'm going to come in with my brush and just go lightly with this color. And I even blotted my brush a little bit on my paper towel. All right. We'll do that. I'm going to rinse my brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of this turkey blue right here. Or wait, nope, that's emerald green. Well, we'll go with emerald green. All right, and that's going to be pretty watery. I'm going to test it here. That's a nice light color, so I'm going to come in with that. And go right in with that color. Nice. I'm going to hit the top of this also. And I've got a pretty good coat. Now since I'm going in, it's a little bit dry in some areas. There's going to be some texture starting to come out because I'm doing such a light coating. So I'm going to stop right there and let that dry a bit and come back. Okay, I'm back, and I'm mostly dry, just very slightly damp. So I'm going to moisten my brush again, and I'm going to go into the Prussian blue, which is right up here. And that is a really bright color. So I'm going to water this down quite a bit. Give it a test, and that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to grab some and blot a bit on the side, and I'm going to come in and start painting. Just like this. All right, and then come up around the top. And I like this bit of texture that's happening here when I go into the colors that have already been a little bit dry. So you have like a damp edge and a wet edge kind of coming together. And I really like that effect. All right, I really like that a lot. Okay, what do we want to do next? How about some purples? I'm going to go into this purple right here. And that's really pretty. Test it on my paper. Nice. Okay. How's that? And then maybe some down here in the corner. And a little bit up top there. I really like how this is turning out. How the colors just go together. Okay, I'm going to come back in with a little bit more of this Prussian blue. And I'm going to drop it in a couple of spots here where it's a little bit wet still. Like that. And then maybe some more purple through here. And mix it a little with that blue. Just like that. And I think I might like to have a little bit more of the green. So I'm going to go into this deep Hooker's green. I'm just going to mix these right up. Just like that. And come right here. Maybe I'll get a little bit more green. All right. Just like that. What do you think? I think that looks pretty nice. All right, well, let that dry. All right, my paper is dry and I'm going to do just a couple more things with this with watercolor before we get to doodles. So I'm going to go into my yellow and I'm going to get it over here to the side and water it down a little bit. And I'm just going to do a few circles on here in pretty random areas. I'm just going to go right around like that. I just want to do shapes. There. I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. Like that. And then maybe a little one down here. And right here. I like that. Let's have one peeking in from the top. And the side here. And I've got a little bit of paint left, so let's just go for it. And I'll put another pretty good size one over here. What do you think? Now I've got some of this blue in my palette. Should I do the blue? I don't know. Let's see. How does it look? Maybe I'll do a little bit of that blue, but I'm going to mix that yellow with it and make a bit of a green. Okay. And I might keep these pretty small and not a lot of moisture. I'm blotting my brush over to the side so I just get a little bit on here. Like that. What do you think? I think that'll do it. I'll be back. All right, I've got my little pastel watercolor. This kind of reminds me of like birthday wrapping paper or baby shower wrapping paper. But let's get going on some doodles. I'm going to use my Crafter's Square. I have to say, I love this little marker here. It is not metallic like it says, but this little puppy has some ink in it. And it writes really nice, and it hasn't gone dry. I've used it in several projects. I really love it. It's not waterproof, so actually it blends, but it is really, really fun to use. So I am going to work with these circles and we'll go from there. So let's get zen. And I'm going to get, these circles are very imperfect. I just did them by hand, so I am just going to kind of make this pretty sketchy. And maybe go around a couple of times like that. And I'm going to start by outlining all my yellow circles. Just like that. And I'm purposely making them kind of messy. And this is where I'll get some of my contrast in, since I worked with such light colors before. So this darker marker is going to really help. All right. I feel like that needed a little extra something. All right. I like that so far. All right. Now, what do we want to do next? I think, you know what? I have a couple extra colors of these, and they might come in handy. Let's just make it a Crafter's Square marker day. I'm going to go with these blue ones, and I'm going to do the same. Well, you know what? What do I want to do with these? I think I'm going to make little flowers. just like that. This is just a fun sketch exercise. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just use whatever you have on hand, because the point of this is just to play with your supplies, get used to them, get used to how they work. And I have picked up several pens and markers in recent memory, and this is really helpful for me too. And it's just exercises and should be fun and maybe a little bit meditative. And who cares how it turns out? I mean, these are doodles after all. And since I had kind of a fun little background here, I'm going to have fun and make this a little bit whimsical. But you know what? Actually, I'm going to put some dots in each one. Just like that. I like that. What do you think? I gotta say, I'm very glad that that I'm sort of building a community. I really love the comments that I get on the channel when there's an upload, and I hope that you're enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them. I always get excited coming home after work, and especially on the weekends when I have some extra free time and I can sit down and just sort of craft away for a long time. And I really have fun doing this, so hopefully you have fun watching. Okay, what do we want to do next? It's like the sky's the limit. The world is our oyster. What do we do? I'd like to do something maybe with a purple, and I think I've got a purple Posca pen. Yes, I do. Okay, let's go. So I've got my pen, and I think, I really want to do something in these circles. And I have some really interesting textures here, but I'm not sure. Now stay with me here, but how about we put bubbles inside the bubbles? Sounds crazy, I know, but let's give it a try. I'm going to start with this one right here. And I'm going to kind of vary the sizes a little bit, and I think I'm going to make them a little bit more crowded toward the bottom. And then maybe like that. That's interesting. I think I'm going to run with it. whimsical, just the way I like it. And let's put one right there at the end. Like that. What do you think? That looks pretty good. I'm gonna flip this because I just realized I got some on my hand and I don't want to drag it all over this. So I just need to make sure I remember which way I'm going, because that'll just ruin the whole thing. Just kidding. Okay. I like it. Okay. We'll be done with the purple. Now, let's go in with some white. Yeah. I'm going to go to my first one so that it's going to be dry, and I'm just going to go in and make some little marks on my bubbles. Just like that. Just like they have a little shininess to them. You know, you could turn this into wrapping paper. No kidding. I think that's really cute. All right. This won't show up a whole lot, but I'm going to put some little white lines in these little flower petals. Maybe they'll show on a couple. Let's go this way. Sorry if I've got you out of frame. I'm trying. But when you get caught up in stuff, you just never know where that paper's going to be sliding. I like this uniball. It's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good doodle. What do you think? Maybe I should put just a couple of little gold balls in here. You need the sparkle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have the sparkle. And it doesn't take but a minute. Just like that. And I think we can call this done. What do you think? It was really fun to do. And it's pretty cute, if I do say so myself. And this would make a cute little background for something. And it has some sparkle. Thank you so much for staying and watching, or hopefully doodling along with me today. And I hope that you enjoy these videos I've been making lately. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this. But in the meantime, until next time we meet again, keep creating.